Avatar. No, not that Avatar. Dances with Smurfs if the Smurfs were like 20 feet tall and connected their mind and soul to nature and each other through wild sex tentacles in their hair. But seriously, I kind of like Avatar. It's a bit basic, yes, but call me quirky. I quite like stories where indigenous populations manage to win against the American corporate and military complex with bows and arrows. But if we shift the perspective from the ultimate human betrayer in Sully and instead focus on Colonel "It's only a war crime if you lose" Quaritch, it stops being a Pocahontas in space fanfiction and starts looking more like a guy that gets completely finessed by a guy riding a meat mech suit. But to imagine that, let me just put you in his shoes. Now imagine that you are Colonel Quaritch. You've been in this game pretty much your entire life. You've seen some things, you've done some worse things, all in the name of the sweet, sweet freedom. Trademark. One day, some corporate suit with a net worth higher than your body count invites you out to a lush, alien paradise called Pandora. It's an exciting new frontier for humanity, and by exciting, it's actively trying to kill you at every turn. And you were made for this. You were forged in the fires of the military-industrial complex. This place is just another jungle to tame, and you're thriving. Until, of course, the nerds keep getting in the way with all their science. Because wouldn't you know it, the scientists want to study Pandora, instead of turning it into a smoking crater of progress. And sweet baby Jesus, every time the scientists get involved, it's all like, no, we can't obliterate an entire alien civilization. Meanwhile, you and your boys, you're out getting turned into human pincushions by giant blue Olympic tier archers. But hey, it's not all bad. They still make you the chiefs of security, which is basically the corporate way of saying, if you die, it's not our fault, it's yours. But life is good, until Big Boss Man up top decides he wants to take down the big tree. I mean, honestly, you're hyped. Some real action, finally. No more escorting mining operations. No more glorified space mall cop. No. It's time for some good old-fashioned imperialism. And their big overarching plan is put into motion when he shows up.
Meals on wheels.
He just rolls up into your briefing room and look, you're not saying that's a problem, but this guy is supposed to be an Avatar pilot. And yet the first thing that you think is, so instead of giving me or any other capable Marines that we have a giant blue murder body, we're giving it to
Meals on wheels.
But, you're a professional, so you have to take that kid under your wing and build rapport. This is how colonels function. You always have to build rapport with your troops.
I pulled your record, Corporal. Venezuela, that was some mean bush.
And honestly, he seems solid. Real stand-up guy. Strong head on his shoulders, a real man's man.
The Avatar program is a bad joke. Bunch of Olympic science majors.
And this is the thing, you are held back by the rules, when the other side literally doesn't have any. You can't just ethnically cleanse an entire civilization because apparently that's bad. But Pandora, they could definitely give it their best shot to ethnically cleanse you, can't they? They've got killer wildlife, killer humanoids, they've even got killer air. Meanwhile, you've got corporate HR breathing down your neck about morality and not committing war crimes on live TV. As if that ever stopped you before.
However, it does present an opportunity. A recon gyree in an Avatar body. That's a potent mix. Give me the goosebumps. Such a Marine could provide the intel I need right on the ground.
But seriously, if he can get this done, then this entire operation will be a cakewalk.
Can you do that for me, son? Hell yeah, sir. Well, all right then.
So you go off and you do your own thing, protect some caravans, regular Quaritch stuff. A few days later, you get a report. Colonel Quaritch, it appears that Jake has made friends with the aliens. So you get everyone together, a big family fireside chat.
Clan. And it worked?
I mean, hell yeah, this guy's got spunk. And as if that actually worked, you cannot believe it. But you know what? You're not gonna complain because stupid aliens, well, they win stupid prizes. So you could just play along. If they're dumb enough to adopt this guy, well, that's your golden ticket, isn't it?
Titanium deposit within 200 clicks in any direction. I mean, look at all that cheddar.
Let's be honest, you don't actually care about unobtainium. That's a stupid name, by the way. But if incinerating a holy tree pays for your bonus and then a timeshare on Mars, well, that's just gravy, baby. Because you know what this really is. This is the next great American gold rush. And you are General Custer. Just without the dying part, hopefully. Either way, corporate greed is your ticket to Funtown.
But there's one thing that shareholders hate more than bad press, and that's a bad quarterly statement. I didn't make up the rules, so just find me a carrot. That'll get them to move. Otherwise, it's gonna have to be all stick.
Did he just call you a stick? No. Friend, absolutely no. You are a fucking tungsten rod sent from the heavens to crucify these blue creatures in a blazing fire of glory. But then Jake is whisked away by the scientist, heads out to some remote area with the floating blah 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 blah, whatever. These science nerds, they don't know what is going on here. Apparently they don't know that all their logs are, public. Well, Jake, he's still giving you reports on the regular. So even though they might not be here, you're still involved. He's still working for you. And for the next 3 months, life is pretty good. You get frequent updates, the plan is in full motion, but then the updates slow down slightly. Then gradually they stop, and it's been like 2 weeks, and then he sends one more log.
I barely remember my old life. I don't know who I am anymore.
So with that, you call him back. He's losing himself. If you ain't careful, he'll go off the rails. He's even grown a beard. Okay, luckily he actually shaved before he saw you, but that being said, his usefulness is used up. And it's time to send him home. And hey, 4 months here and he gets some legs? Hell yeah, that's a great deal. Oh, he wants to go and finish this. He wants to go be a fucking man of their people. Oh my son, this ain't how it works. No more political bullshit. It's time to uproot these motherfuckers and get it done. And if they fight, well, that's just how things go. The next day, you see Jake's avatar hitting one of these truckers, and he's gone full savage, hasn't he? Brilliant. Well, I guess that was to be expected. The writing was on the wall. And his whole speech last night, well, it seems like it was a complete fabrication. He's selling out his own people for some blue alien ass.
You out of your goddamn mind? You crossed the line.
Hey, you ain't got nothing against hitting a,
Wheel this meat out of here.
And I mean, he deserves it. He's spent months LARPing as one of these flea-bitten savages, and now he thinks he's one of them, for real.
You say you want to keep your people alive? You start by listening to her.
All that marine training gone to waste. Jake's getting Navi knotted like a Boy Scout rope. Absolutely disgusting. Anyway, you get into a bit of a verbal scuffle with Jane Goodall here. She does bring the smack though. I mean, she's got some pretty great quips.
Or what? Ranger Rick, you gonna shoot me? What we think we know is that there's some kind of electrochemical communication between the roots of the trees.
Blah, 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 science mumbo jumbo. Let's just fucking go, man. God, as if we actually care about them being able to upload their brains or something, whatever that even means. What? Lady, by your logic, their god is a Wi-Fi hotspot. Who cares?
What the hell have you people been smoking out there? They're just goddamn trees.
Thank God someone finally said it. So you show them the clip of Jake spilling the tea, the justification for this entire war, and you get to work. Some equipment did get smashed, and Boss Man is a bit agitated.
It'll be humane. More or less.
Alright, let's...
Finally. Let's fucking go! So you load up the gunships, you get ready for a beating. That's why your call sign is Papa, because Papa's coming with the belt.
Well, well, well.
So you set that shit alight, and I mean it's a pretty big tree, but at the end of the day, a tree is just a tree, and your incendiaries are all you need. Job well done. So you look up the traitors and celebrate your victory, and with this tree felled, Big Boss Man is finally gonna have enough money for at least 2 election cycles, and with his politician in charge, we can finally turf this goddamn moon. No more science nerds. Oh my God. So you got to show these fools what's up. Of course, you have to deal with this situation. No one else is going to. It's frustrating that they got away. But, whatever. Realistically, what are they going to do? What, unite with the Blues? Well, they're just going to die alongside them. But then their numbers grow. And it looks like they're getting ready for war. There's actually thousands of them now. This was not in the plan. So you have realistically only one option.
We will blast a crater in their racial memory so deep that they won't come within 1,000 clicks of this place ever again. And that, too, is a fact.
And so you load up and get ready for actual war. thank God. Finally, it's time. And I mean, like, they gave a really good fight. And it's kind of annoying that they can fly. These pterodactyl-like creatures are very frustrating, but that's okay. You have a distinct technological advantage that they just cannot overcome by just raw numbers. We're talking about 22nd century tech against 18th century Native Americans. Plus, they have you, the best tactical mind this side of the local cluster. But then you see Jake on the big fucker. Like, holy shit, how did he do that? How did he get something so big? But it doesn't matter, you get the upper hand, and those horse creatures get mowed down. The flying creatures, they get blasted from the sky. And that traitorous witch that broke him out of prison. And that's it. All that's left is to blow up the tree. Not like the other big tree, but like the YouTube or something tree. But then something really weird happens. The fauna of Pandora all shows up to fight you. Like, what? Excuse me? First, it's like blue Pocahontas. Yeah, what's next? You'll be telling me this place is secretly Isengard and the Ents are marching? Maybe you shouldn't be blowing up the trees. Well, there goes the bomb. God damn it, Jake. Who does he think he is? Some kind of Blue Man Group messiah? Okay, seriously, like, this gunship hole was blown out by a grenade, like one grenade. God damn shitification. It's like this company wants you all to die. You know, it's just like you have to do everything. If you're not directly in control of the situation, everything goes to crap. God damn it, this is not how it was supposed to go. So you get into your mech and jump down onto the surface. Fucking Jake is ruining everything. This was supposed to be your moment, where you finally did everything you needed to get that sweet condo on Mars and live out your retirement years with some Indonesian bride. Luckily, you landed at the exact spot where Jake is controlling his meat mech suit. Talk about convenient. Well, you might not be able to put a racial scar into their entire species, but today at least you can put emotional trauma into Jake by killing his local tail. Plus, afterwards, you can commit a bit of cheeky murder, and it's totally justified because you're in war. Anyway, a few stabs later, and the murder cat is dead. And the blue local tail is ready for her own puncture wounds.
It's all over.
Like, does he not know who you are? You will never give up. You will never surrender, never run away, because you're not here because you want money. I mean, the condo would be nice, but you're here because you just love killing. So you have a cheeky 1v1, but he cracks your screen, even lets you pop it open, like, and get your mask on. Which is kind of pathetic. Like, rule number 1 of war is always kill your opponent, no matter what. Honor, integrity, it's just fool's errands, honestly. You decide that fighting the flesh mech is stupid, and you do what any sane, rational human does, and you go for the body. But it's not that, it doesn't matter, the gas is going to take care of him anyway, and that does give you the upper hand. This hair stuff seems pretty important, but what would happen if you cut it off? Would they die? So many questions. But you savor the moment, savor the fact that you're going to kill this flesh mech, and once that dies, is this local tail gonna want a
Meals on Wheels?
No. One arrow? Come on, you can take more than one arrow. You can still keep on going. You ain't no General Custer. You ain't gonna die here. Oh. Well, at least you have Project Phoenix. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, please give it a like, and also subscribe. We're on the road to 100k. If we get that, then I have something in store, which I will reveal closer to the thing, around about 90k, I guess. Other than that, I just want to shout out my members real quick, especially Jay. Thank you, Jay. Your support is awesome. And of course, Lavender, Yuri, Sam now as well, and Aaron. Thank you. Have a great day, and have a great life.